Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Batwoman Season 1 Episode 4, Who Are You? Now I have a confession to make. I'm about 20 minutes into the episode and I just looked and checked and I did not press record. So my reaction to the first 20 odd minutes of the episode has been lost. So I'm going to record the end of the episode. I'm going to see what I think of the things with Magpie. So far I've been really enjoying Kate's relationship with Regan. I hope she's not going to turn out to be evil, although I feel like it could be it's not going to work out simply because Kate has to keep lying to her, and Kate is A, not very good at that yet, and B, you know, it's not really fair on her to be lied to all the time, but they don't yet have the rapport necessary to tell her that she's Batwoman. I think Kate's definitely still learning the ropes of being Batwoman, but I have full faith in her, and I love Kate a lot. And Alice is still fantastic. Fantastic villain. So yeah, I'm excited to watch the rest of the episode. I'm really, really sorry about the beginning. Let's go.
But we always make a good team.
There is so much history here, but I don't know what Sophie's up to with her husband and with how she acts around Kate. And then sometimes she acts like this with Kate because she clearly still loves her. But she's married and telling Kate to move on. Let Kate move on. Who are these people and what is happening? Have I missed something?
Of Catherine to send you boys
okay.
To find...
I'm not playing games.
I would not mess with Alice.
Mimi.
I was about to go, if Jim Sky Blue.
Like I said,
she's not playing games.
Game rules.
Oh god. I find cutting someone's finger off a lot of fun too.
Sophie thinks I'm the bat. I suck at hiding it.
She really, really do.
Bruce, let him take a selfie.
Definitely not the answer I was expecting.
Let me guess.
Me
Batman never posed for selfies. Want to lead with that?
Yo, check this out. Oh, one more thing.
What?
You know you can't breathe, right?
You're kidding me.
I didn't invent kinetic energy. How long can you hold your breath for?
It's dicey after 2 minutes.
At least she's practiced holding her breath, because a normal person would need like an oxygen mask or something. But not Kate. Kate's awesome.
Calibrated for Bruce, who has longer arms than you.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it wasn't entirely your fault.
Not even a little bit her fault.
Did you?
Oh dear. I'm scared if you have to break free. Get information for Batwoman.
It's Alice. Darling.
Has no idea.
It's about what? Mary, you can do this.
Plans for him.
Ooh, who's Mouse?
I'm on a hard drive.
Also, Kate, you arranged a date tonight to this event.
Batman would have never done that. I know.
Tapping at his watch.
Well, it's not the safest place to secure that.
Regan.
Sophie.
Figured.
Sophie, you're married and you told her to move on. I'm sorry, but...
drugs.
Did she fake the pearls? Are the pearls that they got back actually an explosive?
Sorry.
I hate that worked.
Showed up with him in the nick of time.
Oh, so they faked some pearls. She's faked pearls, so they got the real ones back, but...
To you tonight's showpiece.
I mean, it does just look like a pearl necklace. I don't think I'd applaud it. Yeah, Regan. She's thinking I didn't even need to use my explosion.
I'm not meant to be a jailbird. Looks like you have a choice to make. The shiny jewels are all insured, but those sitting ducks only have one life. Which are you gonna save?
Oh dear, that is a good plan because they've gone everywhere. I think the people are safe away from those now. Or maybe not. But there was no need to shield that one because there was no one there, Kate. Oh dear, now there's a child. She got it! Well, at least she made a very obvious getaway so Kate could follow. Into the fountain.
You're the photographer. You weren't just taking photos at Wayne Tower, you were casing it.
That's why we spoke to the photographer.
Dead zone. You just said you were on a call.
Yep. You're really bad at this lying thing, Kate. Which is normally a good thing.
That's not really enough. I'm not a needy person, Kate, but
I really like them together.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Whoa.
Is she gonna
Nice
tell him?
surprise.
But he's gonna confront her because he knows about the explosion.
You should hear this from me.
She's actually gonna tell him. Please tell him the truth.
Sweetheart,
I
what
thought it was the right thing to do.
She was trying to put him out of his misery.
was the right thing to do?
He was
Oh
up
my
all night.
goodness, she's actually gonna come clean.
If you didn't
Believe
think that
Beth
Beth
was
were
dead.
Skull fragments.
It was faked.
Hamilton and I paid. The
This should be the end of the marriage, let's
analyst
face it.
report. She was gone.
Stop.
She wasn't gone, she was taken, and now she's
Get away
Alice.
from me.
I wouldn't forgive this.
Just
Even if she did it out
Just
of
get away from
altruistic motives, she wasn't completely altruistic. And I would never be able to forgive her. But I actually kind of respect her for going and telling him the truth, rather than giving in to Alice. As much as I don't like what she did, and I never ever will.
You. So, thought you should know.
It's a good piece of evidence that she can try and
Who? Dermal transponder.
A what?
track her.
Chip Jim. Good work, Mary.
Thank you.
I mean, he's got to be pretty much aware that Alice is Beth. So I think he truly did believe that his daughter was dead. But what's this going to do to her now? Is it going to make her unstable? This show's moving really quickly, like, with the mum coming clean and everything.
I'm starting a real estate firm.
Okay.
That's exciting.
So the last thing the city needs is another predatory developer cluttering
She's
the
going to do the
skyline.
I
opposite.
agree.
I don't know anything about real estate.
Well, you better learn quick because you're going to be my assistant. I'm going to have to embrace hiding a part of myself from the outside world.
And yeah, and that's going to take practice,
Living
but
this
you can
double
do
life
it.
as a city is worth it.
I'm really enjoying this show still. I'm really annoyed. I'm really sorry that there is only half of a reaction here. I don't even know how much when I edit it it's actually going to be of a reaction. But I really enjoyed this episode a lot. And I really enjoy Kate as a character. Like, she's just such a good character. And I really appreciate that she's not a flawless superhero first time out. I mean, she's much, much better than the average person would be because obviously she's got the necessary skills to do this. She's trained, she's prepared. She's not just someone who's like, if I decided tomorrow I was going to become a superhero, I would be terrible at it because I have zero skills. So it makes sense that she's going to quickly get the skills she needs, but that it doesn't always quite work. And things like, you know, the boomerang was the Batmarang, whatever they called it, was calibrated for Bruce, not her, and so there's sort of like teething problems, and she's not very good at. Anyway, she's quite good at all of the actual like physical Batman stuff, I suppose. Like, she's very good at being Batwoman 99% of the time, but it's the lying and the keeping secrets and coming up with the convincing lies quickly. You know, it was quite clear that she wasn't telling the truth, and that did spell the end for her relationship with Regan, who I really liked, but I didn't necessarily think that was going to go anywhere permanently. And that's fine, you know. I feel like they're still setting up Sophie as being like her endgame, but Sophie is just kind of, I like her a lot as a character, and I think she's definitely been through a lot of confusion and been quite mixed up in herself over the years. But she's married to someone now, and from what we've seen, they have a very good relationship. You know, it doesn't look like they have a bad relationship or anything, and maybe he'll secretly turn out to be evil or something, but there are no signs of that at this stage, and she told Kate to move on. And yet she very clearly still is pining after her, and I just kind of want Sophie to commit, to either go to her husband and say, look, something I didn't tell you, I was in love with someone else before we met, and they're back in my life now, and I'm so sorry, and, you know, admit that she's been not a great person in that regard, and break up with him. Or she needs to just accept that Kate is something that happened in the past and move on and let Kate move on and encourage Kate to move on, you know, like, don't kind of give her moony stares. So I'm not particularly enjoying the writing of that. I get that it's more complicated than just an average person because Sophie's kind of in the closet. She's not comfortable with people knowing her sexuality because of the field work she's in, I guess. I mean, especially in that military academy, but I assume she still isn't open about being... I assume she's bisexual, so she does actually care about her husband and that she's not gay and faking it with her husband, but we will find out things like that, I suppose, in the future. So I'm really hoping Sophie kind of picks a side soon or shapes up. And what I would prefer in a way is if she just made no attempts to be like mooning after Kate, and they could still find a way for them to ultimately end up being the endgame couple, but just for now, let Sophie just commit to her marriage or break up with it. I really love Luke. I was trying to think I was going to call him Josh. I've got no idea why I was going to call him Josh. His name is Luke. I really love, it better be Luke now, I'm getting stressed. I really love Luke. I enjoy his relationship with Kate a lot, and I would love, I mean, I've said this before, I really do want to find out more about this version of Bruce Wayne, what he was like. You know, I think the newswoman mentioned a Robin once, so I'd like to learn about that, but I don't need that anytime soon. That's more just a wish list for the future, kind of like we learned about Superman, but I think I've said that every episode, so I'll try and stop. Alice is still such a fantastic villain. I enjoy her scenes so much. I mean, I'm rooting for her to go to a nice psychiatric hospital and get help. But I really, really enjoy scenes with Alice, and I mean, I said it during the reaction, I actually kind of respect Catherine for going to her husband and telling him the truth, because if she was just a villain, she probably could have just given Alice the gun, you know, or whatever the weapon is. I respect her for being honest about this thing that that should destroy her marriage. And the only reason I could see them staying together is for the image that they have for, you know, their position of the Crows and her company, and like that they might stay together and fake it, which I feel sorry for Mary because she'll be caught in the middle of that, and Kate as well, but Mary's the one that's kind of a little bit more living in the family unit, even though she's a med student. But I still, you know, we've known Catherine was behind it for a long time. Okay, it's been 4 episodes, but you know, for a few episodes now we've known that it was her company that found the skull fragments. We know that she was the one that tried to blow Alice up to try and cover up what she'd done. And you know, I could potentially see what she's saying as being true. Now, I don't agree with it. I don't think there's any justification that makes it okay what she did, but I believe her when she says that she did it because Kate wasn't moving on, because he wasn't moving on, and they were stuck in this cycle. I don't know how they all knew each other back then. Maybe they were just helping them search and they got to know each other and that's what happened. But you know, after months and months and months when there's no chance, it can destroy you to keep looking for someone. Now, I don't think that was her choice to make. I think that was wrong. I will never agree with what she did. But at this point in time, I'm kind of believing that maybe she was doing it to try and help. And I think there was even potentially a bit of a selfish aim of if she's starting to develop feelings for him, maybe she wanted him to move on from his daughter and therefore his late wife, so that there could be an opening for them in the future. You know, you don't really know how things went with their relationship. So I don't necessarily think she was being just or like trying to be a helpful person, but I don't think she did it to be cruel or to be evil. And I don't agree with it still, and I think that this should be the end of their marriage, like I said, but I don't necessarily think she's evil, which I was wondering if she was going to be evil in the last few episodes. And I'm kind of glad that the show got that out in the open in episode 4, and I think that Commander Kane, whose name has escaped me, he now does genuinely believe Alice is Beth, and I think deep down he's known it since she claimed she was Beth, since Kate brought it up, since all the little clues started coming up, but he hasn't wanted to let himself believe it, because to find out that not only is your child dead, but you stopped looking for that child, and then that child went through something so horrific that they have now gone from being a sweet little girl to being a serial killer, a villain terrorizing Gotham, that the pain that would cause you would just be, I can't even imagine it. Like, it's just horrific. And that is what he's realising right now. Through no fault of his own, he stopped looking for her. Maybe he should have looked more into the skull, but and I think as a parent, it would have crushed him to think she was dead, but he had no reason to doubt that DNA evidence, and he knew what was best for Kate was for her to try and start moving on and having a life other than her desperate search for Beth. And I'm really intrigued. I've got no idea where this show's going to go, where it's going to take the Beth storyline, what's going to happen. If she's going to be a villain, you know, for 10 seasons, or if she's going to be dealt with this season and maybe try and be rehabilitated back into being Beth somehow. But we do need to find out more about who took her and who raised her and what happened there. But I'm loving this show. I love Kate a lot and I can't wait to watch more. Sorry again that I messed up. I'm not feeling 100% today. I was doing this reaction a bit later than normal and I just did not press record, and I can't believe I did that. So yeah, I'm very sorry and I love this episode. Thank you for watching.